There we go. Oh my God. All right. There we go, everybody. What happened there? Okay. What happened here? Create. Go live. Tell me I'm on live. Tell me. Somebody please tell me I'm on live. Okay, I'm live. Okay. Oh my God. Tell me this is working. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Let me click out of this one. So I hope, is there a lag? I hope there's, okay, there we go. Y'all, oh my God. Story of my life, y'all. I'm sick of this. I'm really sick of it. Okay, so first and foremost, today it was my bad. Tell me you can hear me, tell you can see me, please. All right, there we go. Finally, I'm here. I'm here. I'm still alive and I'm still doing YouTube. So, such is my story, right? So today was a complete bungle up on my mistake. I did two things that are very unprofessional, and I will own up to it. Because that's the right way to be, right? You gotta own up to your errors. So I was busy researching and doing all kinds of things, and I kind of was super duper tired, and I told Mark, I said, you know what, I'm just going to take a little nap. Don't let me sleep past 6 o'clock because I have a live show. And of course I went to take a nap at 5:40, completely forgetting that I'd set the time for 6. So I own up to my mistakes. I sincerely apologize for that. And of course I'm pottering around here with the dang Streamlabs and this and that, never ending. This is the part that makes me want to say to heck with everything. But all right, so let's get on with it. Thank you everybody for being here. Carla, maybe it's a good thing that I came on a little late. You all seem to have had some time to catch up with each other. Our chat is awesome. Thank you. We have some new people. The two angels, Susie Q, Ritika Shyam Chari. Hello. That's the first time I'm seeing that name. So newbie. Again, I apologize. Hope I didn't scare you all away by being late to my own show. How about that? Right? So we know what's going on as far as this whole drama with the New Orleans situation. Really, really, really horrendous situation. And I don't know if you all remember, but I had, on one of the lives earlier I had done, I had very specifically said, Kala Bhagavan says it was the worst. Yeah, okay. I had very clearly said that we are to expect some kind of weird situations, not weird, some acts of crime, evil, and everything has come to pass. Another thing I have to say, gotta love you. So a friend of mine texts me and she goes, "Are you awake?" Oh my word, I'm getting old, y'all. So I'm awake now. So I'm trying to see if I did get this guy apparently, wait, let me get to his. This is the guy who was responsible for the incident in Vegas, and this is the guy who was responsible for the incident in whatchamacall, New Orleans. So I was talking to this friend of mine yesterday in the afternoon. She randomly calls and she goes, tell me something else. She was asking about, she said, my husband wants to know something, and I said, no, I don't think any of this is going to happen here in Texas, like, Austin, Texas, San Antonio, etc. And it was a really random. I was sitting doing something else. I got up and came here and I pulled out some cards and I said, no, I feel like it's going to happen in a city that you would associate with sin. And I'm not saying Vegas is a city of sin, but a city of indulgences, where people go for entertainment. And I very specifically said Vegas, and I also very specifically mentioned Mr. Trump's name. And then she texts me back or calls me back in an hour and she goes, oh my God, look, they just announced that something like that has happened. So I do appreciate her for calling me and letting me know about these things. So it's like validation to say I'm really not crazy. I really am not, like, this is what drives me to continue to do these things. And I have to appreciate my guides, my blessings, to be able to relay the messages. I did say that this particular event in New Orleans is not a standalone. He's not acting on his own, that sort of a thing. Another thing I also want to say, y'all, and again, let's not get into the politics of this. This guy, clearly, he is not Muslim, right? He's Caucasian, okay? His name is Matthew Berger, however you say it, okay? And then, of course, this guy, what's his face? Shamsuddin Jabbar. He obviously is not, right? So I want to say that what we're going to see, and I think I mentioned it in one of the lives I had done last month, is that the modus operandi of the new type of terrorist acts that we're going to see more of is going to be situations like this. It's more I was going to say personable. No, it's more like single people carrying out acts like this, but it's going to be almost like simultaneous, or it's going to be like spread out, like within a day you'll hear this happen here, the next day there, the next day there, that sort of a thing. So and I also truly believe, like, a lot of us are upset that all these crazy people are crossing through the borders and doing all those things. Look, y'all, here's the thing. They're not just crossing through the borders. The amount of money Al-Qaeda and all these terrorists, whatever organizations they have, and how well they are funded, it's like no jokes. So do you think they don't have the resources to actually legally send their people across the borders into the United States or whichever other country? And because if they come in here legally, there are lesser red flags raised about them, right? And set them up, give them a few years, get them all settled in, and then they carry out these tasks. That's how they would operate. So I feel we're going to see more of that happen. And case in point, these two fools are actually military, right? So how do you deal with something like that? How do you deal with something like that? Let me quickly do a name thing for these people. I don't have their date of birth. God, I can barely speak, y'all. Matthew. Done. Okay, this guy's okay, let me do a quick one. I actually have this book here. I don't want to ruin my carpet, but this is going to be a fairly lengthy one, so settle in, everybody. Settle in. Serves me right for scheduling this a little bit earlier. I swear to God, I thought I had scheduled it for 6:30. Again, W. I have to go back and check. I'm pretty sure I set it for 6:30. Again, y'all, crazy things happening. And I found out earlier today that, hang on, I can't multitask. 3, 1. Hang on one second. Jabbar. Wait one moment, okay? So 10. So 9. Okay. Okay, 9, 7, 1, 2, 3, 27, 30, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 66, 162. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is not looking good. Okay, again, no intention to fearmonger or whatever, but this is not looking good. Any which way you cut it, slice it, dice it, it's not a good situation. So we have 8 and 2. Let's take a look. We don't have their date of birth, so the 8 and 2. 8 and 2. Where is America? America is Cancer. 1, 2. Aquarius is the 8th house, and the 2nd house is Leo. So 2 is going to be securities. Okay, let's get to it. In 8th house is going to be shattered roses, illusions, institutions. Yeah. So one thing I want to say right off the bat is I do believe there is going to be some sort of an impact that is going to affect the general public, where people are going to be like, oh, maybe we have to rethink travel. Maybe we have to, let me just turn this a little bit because there's ring lights in my eyes. Oh, okay, hopefully that'll be better. We got to rethink travel, and we got to be careful about traveling. And it doesn't just necessarily mean travel by airline. It could mean travel by any way, shape, or form. Okay, it could be travel by. Let me know if this ring light thing is annoying y'all. It is annoying me. So, oh my God. Turn it away. There, much better or not? How we operate our vehicles, what restrictions they might say the government may start introducing in terms of vehicles, because this is using your vehicle to kill somebody, right? So I do believe it's going to affect a lot of people. So they also might start saying things like, we're going to start investing in like speed control, like where you have the vehicle automatically shuts off after a certain speed or whatever, or you can't accelerate over a certain point. I wouldn't be surprised if you start hearing that. But another thing I want to say is, think about, this is really like, you can't make up this stuff. Think about the vehicle that was specifically used in the Vegas situation. I mean, talk about product placement. It's a Tesla vehicle, so it's like, how is that going to affect Tesla? It's actually going to help them increasing their stock prices, because now they basically prove that the vehicle is so good in terms of keeping whatever might happen contained within the vehicle, and nothing else was affected. So think about all those things. It's bizarre. All right, let's get going. 8th house, and then we have 8 and 10. All right. We got the 8, we got the earth sign, and then we got 5, which is the Hierophant, then we got Capricorn and Hermit. So long out of earth elements, right? What is 9? 9 is hermit. It's the Virgo card. Capricorn is also an earth element. Then 5 is Taurus, which is the earth element. Look at it. We have so much of this earth element over here, y'all. So when you look at this, how strong this element is, and Cancer is a water sign. So think about it. The water and earth are very much compatible. So I do believe we are going to see a little bit more of such actions or such acts of terror in the near future. I wouldn't be surprised if you'll hear simultaneously things happening in a couple of other places, and then everything, people are like, oh, it happened here, all around within either simultaneously or within 8 to 12 hours of each other. And I wouldn't be surprised if these things actually affect and occur close to our bases, okay? You talk about military bases or naval bases or whatever bases. I do believe at least attempts being made. So we have to be very careful as a nation, as a country, in terms of how we are going to go about shoring up our security measures. Now let's get back to Matthew Leibelsberger and Shamsuddin Jabbar. So we will do. So were these two people recruited? Yes. But I'm also going to say that the two of them could have been closely associated with each other, know each other somehow, some way, shape or form, came from the same group of recruits or such, or one was recruited directly and he influenced the other. I think that's how this went down. These two individuals are absolutely known to each other. There is no doubting about that. There is no doubt about that. Okay. Let's also make one thing very clear. These are just my observations and my opinions. This is for entertainment purposes only. And allegedly, do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions. And don't come after me. I'm just a messenger. There is a very, very great element. Primary reason is going to be disappointed in the way they were individually treated by the military, whichever organization, whichever faction of defense that they were involved in, right, in their country. So I believe they were upset with the way they were individually treated, and also what they have seen or experienced themselves directly in terms of what, in their opinion, the United Nations or such had the damage they have caused in these other countries. Now, a lot of people will say, yes, it is our responsibility to keep peace in other nations. And a lot of people will say, it's none of your business. Mind your own business and take care of your own backyard. I personally, I think we should take care of our own backyard. We have enough going on within the country. Let's stop focusing elsewhere and take care of our own stuff. But of course, politics and war makes money. And who again really started this whole drama and instigated it in terms of Al-Qaeda and this and that? Who actually is truly responsible for those organizations getting so big, so strong, so well funded? Let's not get into that. That's a whole nother argument. But I feel that these people have seen or have been convinced that the US has been doing all of this for selfish reasons, and look at the damage we've caused. So in other words, I want to say somebody has got to these two guys' emotions and have been able to influence them and say, and it's almost like they're feeling sorry for what is happening overseas in terms of how shall I phrase it? They have been convinced that what is happening overseas in Iran, Iraq, and Israel, and Afghanistan, wherever all that It is so sad and so uncalled for. We were much happier if you guys hadn't gotten involved in it. That point of view has been ingrained in these people, and they've been convinced of that, and how unjust it is for the US to have gotten involved in that. I think their emotions have been greatly tapped into to take such an action. And of course, the second part of it is also being very upset with their own experience in whichever faction of the military they are involved in. Let me see here. I'm just looking at the information for this guy. He says Matthew Livelsberger is a 37-year-old Army veteran with 19 years of service in Special Forces and Intelligence. He lived in Colorado Springs, yada yada, served at the same military base. Oh wow, okay. Wow. They served in the same military base. How cool is that, huh? Okay, look at this. Here on this it says that he faced some sort of a financial situation, and that was wow. You can't make up this shit, y'all. Let's get on with it. But here's the thing, I don't think any of these people who go about, signing up for Al Qaeda, for whoever, ISIS, whoever the heck, I mean, do they really think it was worth it all? I mean, do they really think that they're going to get salvation? I don't think so. Oh wow. I'm also looking and seeing on January 2nd. So we have the Ten of Wands, the King of Wands, the Tower card, Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card. We have Page of Pentacles, the Lovers card, Three of Pentacles. We have the Moon card and Two of Cups. Very, very interesting. So the burdensome, feeling extremely like there's no way out. What other option do I have? Feeling very actually bereft of emotions also. That, alright, so I have nothing else to live for, so who's to stop me? I may as well go out with a bang. So my name is not going to be forgotten. People are going to remember my name. See, that's the sad part. Do you want people to remember you and your name in good light or bad light? They don't even realize that. Then we have the King of Wands and we have the Tower card. There is another individual involved over here who is orchestrating all of these things within the United States. I'm going to go right out and say these two people are not the only two people who are in this group that is responsible for these two acts of crime. There is a legit group already well established over here, and you're going to see them within the next couple of months, like you're going to couple 2-3 months, all the way going up into August. I feel you're going to see more of such incidences come up. There is no doubting that. Then we have the Tower card, and what is the Tower card? It talks about destruction of something, entity, person, structure, relationship, situationship. Something has to be brought down. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Strength card. So I do believe all this attempt is being made to bring down, to destroy a yes, the structure here, the core of where we stand as a nation, but also who are the people who are in office at the moment? Who are the people who are in office at the moment, right? Or who will be technically as of January, whenever, right? Whenever the swearing in ceremony is. All this is somehow, I feel like the focus is towards this individual. It's like, no, we can't afford to. We gotta bring him down. It's not right. So, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter. It's power. It is constantly trying to wind the clock or rewind the clock, and to make, to balance the powers. So there is this faction that is already here very well understands and know that the actions that the new government are going to take is going to make things harder. So this is an opportunity for us to cause chaos, to bring doubt, and to shake up the strength, the ability to shake up the power, poke holes through their ability to govern. But there is also all this stuff that's going to happen is going to cause a shift of power. Okay, so it's almost like the balance is definitely going to tilt in favor of nefarious groups. I'm just saying, like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly, take it for what it is. Then we have the Page of Coins, right? And the Lover's card. So the Page of Coins says, all right, here we go. How do we deal with this? How do we set this right? How do we need to raise more money, we need to create more funds so that we will be able to fund certain factions, certain groups, certain divisions either within our own country or outside. It's to me, the way I'm looking at it, it's almost like, oh, thank you very much for coming here and causing all this drama. Now I legit can start saying we have to divert funds to support, shank up, shore up, help a certain other faction. It's so bizarre. It's like all this happened because of you, right? But that's fine. We are going to turn it around. It's worked out great. Now the funds that we were supposed to divert there, we're going to divert here. But whichever way you look at it, we're going to walk out of it laughing all the way to the bank, because people are making money out of this whole thing. Y'all, this is like freaking bizarre. This is crazy. Then we have Gemini, and Gemini is the 12th house for Cancer. What is the 12th house? It talks about things coming full circle, karmic institutions, the karmic lessons that we're supposed to learn. But will we ever? No, we won't. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. Remember, y'all, this Three of Pentacles also popped up in the last reading I did for what's in store for us for 2025, right? As a collective. So the partnership, the governing, the people in power and their partnerships, there's going to be a switch around over there. There's going to be a shifting of balance there as well. And there are going to be new partnerships, new alliances made, not just within ourselves as in within our country, within our Senate, within our government, but also with certain factions outside the country. And then you have the Moon card pop up over here. Of course, the Moon card does talk about, you got to be careful. There are a lot of things that are going to be kept under wraps. You may think you want to know all of it, but no, you're not going to be able to, because a lot of this is going to be kept under wraps. And new alliances, okay, that will be brought to light that we all are aware of. But there is one other relationship that is absolutely going to be kept under wraps, and that is going to be more like a personal relationship with a foreign leader, a foreign entity of power, and a new bonding, a new marriage, a new we are now buddies, we are now best of buddies, and it's like a bro romance type of thing. Yeah, this is very bizarre. I'll tell you this though, don't believe everything you read on the news or you see on the news. Do your own research and form your own conclusions. Just don't buy into a particular news network is saying, hey, John Doe is saying this about Jack Doe and this. Well, think why. Why would John Doe say this, and why would Jack Doe do this? And doesn't make sense. You just can't connect the dots. So think, find the actual reason, research yourself and figure it out. Half the time it's like, dude, what the hell are you talking about, right? It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for John Doe and Jack Doe to be doing this. So are you making up this stuff? In terms of, we are convinced that our allies are this country, and this country, and not that country. Well, explain further. Show me the books. Show me the trail of money. Why not? Then I'll be convinced that we are not allies to certain countries, true allies, and we are allies with certain other countries. This whole drama that's going on also between the United States relationship, I know I'm bringing this is saying it out loud, with Russia. Oh, we can't stand them. They are this, they are that. There is a completely different level of relationship, friendship between our president and the Russian president. Don't be convinced, don't believe that we can't stand each other, he's this, he's that. There is a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes that is going to benefit our new president individually, as well as the Russian president individually. Trust me on that. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. This is not something that is, I can't stand him, he's this, he's that. No. Personally, they stand to gain a lot. Let's get back into this. That was almost like a political aware wise. So. Okay, let's get back to this. Aquarius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Aquarius. I'm going to say it right off. The way our governing body, the person who's going to be responsible for governing this nation, very shortly going to be whatever, the way he communicates is absolutely being questioned, is absolutely going to be looked into with a microscope. People are going to be listening really carefully to what he says, and also the unspoken word. There are going to be a lot of things going on over here that they're saying your words, your actions have instigated some acts of violence. There are going to be accusations made against him. People are going to say it's because you said this and this and this, and here you go, we give it to you. Pluto talks about regeneration. Pluto talks about refixing, regeneration, giving life to something else, and right on the Magician card, and the Magician is Mercury. So fixing what comes out of his mouth, so that we don't instigate, we don't piss off certain factions of or groups of people or entities around the world, because that can cause a lot of problem in the near future. A lot of problem. Then we have Mercury, right? Mercury rules Gemini, and Mercury also rules who else? Virgo. And when is Trump's birthday? Isn't he a Gemini? Trump, I think he's a Gemini, right? Oh my God, I never, no. Let me quickly look. June 14th, correct? Let me see. June 14th. Yeah, he is a Gemini. There is no ifs and buts about it. So he has to really, 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 truly be careful about how he speaks, what he says, and who he says things to, how he says things. He really has to, because that could that could trigger off so much more drama and so much more turmoil. It's not a joke. It really isn't a joke. So he's a Gemini. 1, 2, 9. Y'all, 11th is, we have the Justice card, Libra, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I do believe Trump really has to be super, super careful about what he says and how he says. There is going to be a lot of people saying, discussions, talks, and saying, he said this, he said that, and look now. And so it's going to almost fall back on him. The blame is going to be, people are going to be pointing their fingers at him and say, you said this, that's why this happened. You did this, that you said you were going to do this, this, and this, that's why this happened. There's going to be a lot of that happen, a lot of it. And we have the Aquarius card. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, and then you have Temperance, which is Jupiter over there. So the attempt to moderate, to temper, the words in my head are psychosis. I don't know how that word applies here, but temper, calm down, pacify. There, don't worry. We will restrict. We will watch henceforth. Moving on, we'll do this. We will do that. There's going to be a big attempt made at trying to calm down certain certain groups and factions of people that are agitated. But Aquarius, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th house. 9th house talks about conclusions, new beginnings, to discoveries. I am going to say he has to be a little bit careful, because I would not be surprised if you see, if we find out there is going to be another attempt at him, if you will, and also almost aiming for doing things that are somehow going to tie up into his name. He just left from point A to point B, and somewhere in between something happened, or this belongs to him, so let's go. So his name is going to be associated with held responsible, associated with some of the acts that we are going to, such criminal acts that we are going to see in the near future. It's almost like blaming him for it. So again, y'all, I'm not saying this because, he's a Republican and he's not a Democrat, or no, this has nothing to do with that. This is just based on the cards I'm seeing. Let me also, hang on one second. Oh my goodness. So we have the Empress, the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Swords. There is a tussle of power. There is a lot of jostling, a lot of strategic maneuverings, and this is going to come about fast. This is really going to come about fast. Look, here we have the Empress, right? The Empress is Venus. It talks about the abundance, the luxury, the security. and Eight of Wands, quick actions, quick things happening, aims being made at the security of a country. So, and then you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords says we are actually going to be caught off guards. Another couple more incidences. I almost feel like people are sneaking in to, or people have snuck in to create strife, and therefore stealing away focus from more important things, and also to steal stuff, be it military secrets, be it whatever. Y'all, this is not looking too very good. Is this fear mongering? No. If you think this is fear mongering, click off and go watch something else. And then you have the Knight of Wands, right? Knight of Wands, and then you have the King of Swords. So there's going to be some stuff go down that could affect like our military secrets, our government secret deals with certain other factions and people. Some of it may come to light really fast, and some things that are in the talks, in the negotiations, are going to be brought to light, and that is what we are going to find out and say, no, that, oh my God, are we literally selling out to other entities, other organizations, other countries, other factions? And there's going to be a lot of stress put on the government to be more transparent, but they will not. They are going to take the route of we have to, go about this in a strategic way. We have to think about it. We can't take random decisions, quick decisions. This is not something we can fix overnight, and we're going to go that route. But another thing that I see here is our defense, our military, the advice that, or our intelligence, the advice that they're going to be giving our government, have been giving our government, has actually been ignored for a while. And it will continue to be ignored, like our intelligence, like, hey, this faction has come in, that faction has come in. It's almost like saying, we don't have the time to focus on that. We got bigger fish to fry. And the sad part is they have to focus on it. This is the big fish. So they're going to continue to kind of push it away to the side, and that's going to cause even more drama, even more destruction, y'all. I don't like this. I'm going to say that in places where there are going to be celebrations, right? In places where they're going to be, I don't know, think about it. Like I said, Vegas, Austin maybe, San Diego, places where there are hubs, there are people from all over the world come down. There will be things that, or I shouldn't mention it because I don't want to be dinged, places where people from all over the world go to visit. On the West Coast, there's a particular state over there. So things could happen over there, which is like going to be a real wake up. And there is going to be a little bit of devastation. I mean, look, I'm trying to be very temperate, because again, I don't want people to think, oh, this is a scare tactic or that sort of a stuff, trying to rile up people, or no, that's not my intention. I'm just saying what I see here. Take it for what it is. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions, and allegedly do your own research, do your own due diligence. But going back to the two individuals who, that whatever that fellow, the Michael guy, whatever, is that his name, Michael something? Yeah, Matthew Livelsberger and Shamsuddin Jabbar. They are not there by themselves. There is somebody else who is a little bit more authoritative, in a position of authority, who is, it's like a command center, y'all. They are already, like, it doesn't matter if one dies, two die of their own, they don't care. It's like, yeah, we know what to expect. Oh well, we still have 22,000 million more. So we are already moved on to the next, moved on to the next, moved on to the next. So I would be personally a little bit more cautious if I were to go around. In first and foremost, going to. I used to love y'all going to Anaheim Center. I loved going to watch ice hockey over there. The Ducks, of course. You know, being from Anaheim, big fan. And baseball and stuff, football. Went to so many AAA professional league and all of that stuff. But now, ever since I moved to Texas, I have not. I think I went to just one sometime way back when in the Arlington Stadium, AT&T Stadium. But for the most part, I don't, because I'm like, yeah, whatever. I would be a little bit more careful if I were to travel around and do things like that. Be cautious, know your surroundings. Don't just take it's safe, it's secure for granted. It isn't. Case in point, it just isn't. So I do believe also that the New Orleans city, the police, whoever are responsible for putting up barricades, I do believe that they kind of effed up really bad. I don't think they did a good job. I would be surprised if there's going to be some lawsuit come about because of that. Let me tell you. There are going to be a court case, y'all. Absolutely, there is going to be a court case with regards to somebody filing a suit against the city because they feel they did not do well, and it's going to be like I want to say class action, but I also want to say a group of people going after them, and there is going to be a settlement. Absolutely, there is going to be a settlement. There is going to be a settlement, but it's going to be drawn on. It's going to go on for a good 3 years. They dropped the ball on it. The city dropped the ball on what they were supposed to do. Absolutely, they did. I'm sorry we started off a bit late, but see, we can't just take somebody here says Jupiter moves into Cancer in June. I'm hoping that gives us some protection. You can't just assume that is going to be beneficial and is going to give us some protection. You can't say so, because first and foremost, whose chart are we reading on? It doesn't. What is beneficial to John Doe may not be beneficial to Jane Doe. So whose chart? What are the other planets around, and that sort of a thing. The degrees, the placements. So we can't just assume that. I wouldn't. Oh yeah, duh. Happy New Year, everybody. All three were. Wait, let me see. Also connected to Trump golf course shooter. All three were Fort Bragg, according to. Wow. One was in the middle of a divorce. Apparently, one was still active, but both were signed up for reserves. But Vicky Neeson's not good, but I appreciate you and giving us a handle up on what's to come. We really need to be prepared. Absolutely, thank you, Vicky. We absolutely do. See, it's not a question of what this tarot reader or that tarot reader says and does. I mean, people, you all see what's popping out on the news. You all see where these incidences are happening, and we all have the cognitive and the intelligence to understand where the ball was dropped, who was there enough measures taken as far as security is concerned, was there this, that and the other, and you can clearly tell, right? So first and foremost, why were they allowing vehicles to go up and down that street at that time? Why? A simple thing like any of our smaller cities where they have your these St. Patrick's Day, or even a Saturday or a Sunday or whatever, after a certain time they don't let vehicles go down the main drag. Like you can, even bicycles are not allowed. You just have to be a pedestrian. Well, does that mean that pedestrians cannot cause or inflict so much harm on so many people? Yeah, sure, that can happen. But for the most part, you're doing everything you possibly can to eliminate the variables that could cause damage on such a large scale, right? Um, the only way you can completely stop it is say nobody is allowed there. Everybody sit at home and watch on the TV. What are you going to watch? Empty streets, right? So it makes you wonder, is there a real need to go out there? But on the other hand, go and watch these games in the stadiums, go for this mm, show or band or whatever. But on the other hand, like, how long are you going to be sitting at home and doing, we are social creatures. We want to go out, we want to mingle with our So, um, I am going to put the responsibility back on our United States government. Show me which other country in the world has as many terrorist attacks and acts of terrorism as we have seen in the United States. Which other country? And then let's talk about the whys. Yes, England does have a lot, right? But France. Now let's sit and say, okay, these three countries, why? What are they doing that it's causing so many acts of terrorism to occur over there? What is going on? Why is it happening in these countries more than any other country in the world? So it's not just a question of, oh, this Republican Party was in thing and that Democrat Party. No, both the parties, I'm talking about the United States, are equally responsible. So, anyway, I have my own opinions. Yeah, this year is going to be quite. Anyway, wait, y'all. When is that? When is it that those planets are all going to come in a line? Is it March or May? I keep forgetting. That is. Let me take a look at this and see, because I just remembered, right? March, is it March? New moon in Pisces, first quarter moon, sun enters Aries. Give me 1 second. Sun enters Gemini on May 20th. Saturn enters Aries. Mercury enters Gemini. New moon in Gemini. All this is in May, right? Okay. So somebody says we can go on. Sure, you can ask your questions. I haven't sent out invitations as yet, so everybody calm down. So, what about Feb 25th? Wait, is it Feb 25th? No, I don't think it's Feb 25th. I had the chart up somewhere, I can't find it, but anyway, let's not get into it. So, I also say, like, our military bases or training centers, like, for example, we have one here, right, somewhere in Texas. I know Camp Pendleton because I lived close by. I was familiar over there. That sort of stuff. I think they have to be a little bit careful. They got to be a little bit careful. Oh, the German markets, I saw that too. Isn't that crazy? Related to these two people doing it here? I don't think so, but we can see. This King of Swords is popping up a lot today. What is going on over here? Queen of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Is it related to, are these two people somehow associated with the individual who did that? I don't see it. But is that also an act of terror? Yes, obviously. But is it the same faction, the same organization that has instigated it? I don't see that here. But I will tell you, there is a major butting of heads in Germany between a male and a female who are, I don't know, either in the Senate, the council, the whatever you call it, the government agencies. They are, it's like major big war argument between them. They are refusing to see eye to eye. But I will say, there's a lot of anxiety and grief also with regards to that situation. Yeah, like I see, I gotta be very careful how I say this. A particular faction of people who would be considered those people who move from place to place, the roamers. I'm not going to say the name. I feel like somehow there is somebody who is either seeking some support from them, or either that particular group is kind of pissed off with the government, or a certain faction of the government in Germany. So I don't know why. Okay. So, do any of y'all have any questions? So let me go back to Shamsuddin and see what I can get individually energy from him, okay? And then I'll do that other fellow, that Matthew guy. Actually, I'm being said do for Matthew first. Okay, let me do for Matthew. Aquarius. Wow. Okay, I'm doing it for Matthew Livelsberger. Y'all, these two cards came out earlier also, the Aquarius card and the Hermit card. Wow. The Hangman, the Wheel, the Ten of Wands. Totally manipulated. Okay. I've got to show the cards earlier, so now. We don't know their date of birth. We don't know any of that. So this is just, let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius is Saturn. Hermit card. I feel with this guy, with this Matthew Livelsberger, whatever, I feel like for him, his emotions, the state of his emotions, needing assistance, wanting assistance, needing help, wanting help, that sort of thing was actually put on the shelf for a while. It's like, no, not right now, not right now, not right now. It's almost, I feel like emotionally he has withdrawn from everybody and tried to kind of, he did try to reach out for some help, but it was denied for some reason, or he wasn't taken seriously, or they were like, nah, you're fine, you're okay, whatever. And that sort of emotion, that sort of being rebuked has caused emotional withdrawal. But here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Checking out emotionally is one thing, but at the same thing, emotionally withdrawing from public or his family or whatever, that moment, that period of time where there was solace, where he was isolated himself, or even you can be out in public and yet be totally isolated, right? That somehow, that period of time heightened his analytical thinking, sharpened it. He put a lot of thought into all of this, and then there was at least about a few weeks, I'm going to say 10, 11, 12, maybe 12 weeks of waiting. We need to wait for the right time. Wait for the right time. And then the permission, the option, the doors, the chance of perfect timing presented itself, and that's when he was like, okay, this is the time to do this and not do that, do this and go forward with this and take action. But in his opinion, for him individually, he was very burdened by the fact that I cannot just be told, wait, it's not the right time, wait, it's not the right time. It's almost like that motivation to go and do it. It's almost like somebody had to hold him back and say, dude, you got to wait, this is not the right time, you'll make a mess of it. So he was very burdened by the fact that he wasn't allowed free will to go and just do whatever. I know I've committed, what more do you want from me? Why are you holding me back? That's something that he was not too happy about. And then you have the Eight of Coins. So Eight of Coins says, well, you got to continue to work on whatever it is that you're working on, because this is not the right time. But he was not happy about that. He was not happy. Work on it and come up with a better plan. Let's go through this again. Tell me how you're going to do it. And finally, he's like, all right, here's the thing. Step by step, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do. And finally, he was more annoyed at the fact, look, I have all this experience. I've already committed to the cause. Why can't I just go and do this? And here you're holding me back. That pissed him off a lot more than anything. And finally, he was like, I'm going to take action and I'm going to do it. I don't think the powers that be are actually going to be very happy with the outcome of that particular incident in Vegas, because they feel that, they could have had better effect. Thank God it didn't hurt any more people. Okay. But he was like, last minute, I do believe he was a little bit hasty, and he was also emotionally, he was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm already here. Let's just pull the plug. Weird how this works. And we have the Moon card and Nine of Cups. Self-sacrificing, he did. Almost wish fulfillment for him. For him, he's like, yeah, finally, my wish has been fulfilled. I am notoriety. That's weird how his energy is. It's almost reveling in the fact that finally I did something meaningful. That's the, oh my God, where's my tissue? Okay. Now let's take a look at this other fool. What's his name? Shamsud, and then Din, and then Jabbar. He's got 3 names. Oh, I so wish I had his date of birth, man. I'm like, I just want his date of birth and stuff. All right. Not meant to be. Y'all, bottom line, I'm going to say we are going to see more incidences like this happen. I'm just saying. more incidences like this happen. Or things put in edible stuff unbeknownst to the public, that sort of stuff. Like contamination of water, contamination of food, most of water, I feel. Oh, that's a bit scary. Y'all, okay, let me preface this. Oh my goodness. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. And allegedly, do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions. Okay. Somebody date of birth earlier. Who? Somebody put the date of birth earlier. Who did? I'm going to look into that, y'all, because in the past I have been led astray by putting some false date of births over there. I'm not saying whoever this person is purposely doing that, but I need to go to my source to get it, because I know where that source is. So contamination of water sources. Think about for Chris date of birth. Who's July 22nd, 1987. Who's Chris? Jad had Chris date of birth? I don't know. Maybe sometime I'll do a reading looking at his chart. But anyway, let's just get on with this. No problems. I only scrolled up in the chat. Oh, that's fine. I mean, I appreciate people posting it, but a couple of times in the past I have been the wrong. And again, it's not to say that the person purposefully put a wrong date of birth. Sometimes, even in the internet, you don't know which one is right and which is wrong. So I just always want to go back and confirm with my sources. Oh, the Vegas guy, is it? Oh, okay. Well, let me write it down. I'll check. Maybe I'll do an update later, 22nd July. Right off the bat, I'm going to say, okay, let's focus on Shamsuddin Jabbar. Oh, fighting. Lot of fighting. Man, this guy's gotten into a lot of fights. He's gotten into a lot of arguments. He's gotten into a lot of situations, arguments with people. I'll take these two. Oh, cards are popping out for him. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. That's fine. We'll take him. So now I need one more card. Oh shit. Okay. The issue he had with the organization he belonged to, aka the military, he was very, very, very upset for some reason about what the military was doing and what people were being told. Whether he was on a special task force or mission, secret mission or whatever, he has seen some things that have occurred and happened that has made him really question the transparency of the military in our country, and also the logic behind why are we doing this? How is this really going to benefit? Is nobody seeing that it's just plain sheer destruction? It's like somehow we are all kind of getting lost in the weird twisted power that we feel, and a sense of empowerment that we get by carrying out these acts. He completely was very dejected, very upset with the military, whichever part of the military he was in. I don't know. Wait, Was he a SEAL, a Marine, or what? I don't know. Hang on, let me see. He was an army veteran. Okay. Very upset with what he was saying. He was like, we go and cause all this drama and havoc, create havoc, basically destroy those countries, destroy those societies. This is his view, by the way. We can agree or disagree, that's to each of us. And we destroy them and leave them with nothing, and yet when they come here for comfort, for solace, for security, we treat them like trash and we throw them away. What are we doing this for? And this questioning the reason, the logic behind the decisions the authorities making. He is not. He has scrutinized. He is not happy with the government. He is not happy with the military. He has seen stuff which has really completely shattered his opinions, his loyalty. He didn't start out that way, I'll tell you that. He has come to realize that at some point in time, the power balance has to be shifted and power has to go back to its natural source. Okay? So, meaning give back the power of those countries, those societies, those ethnicities back to them. Let them deal with it. But he also understands that will never happen, because then we will not be able to divide and conquer, right? But where has that landed us, right? So he's not happy about that. Like, he is not happy. He has thought and thought and sat and thought and he is not happy. There's also an element with regards to his significant other. Very much dejected, very much disappointed, questioning the loyalty, her loyalty. I assume it's a female he's married to, her loyalty to him. Question the loyalty, the integrity of the relationship. And he feels there is reason there to question, there is proof there to question. There's this conversation that he's had. I did all of that, not just for my country, but I did all of that for you. And where has it left me? That's going on over here. Clear as day. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and these are allegedly. There is an absolute fight. See, he has been judged. He has been called on the fact that why are you being so destructive? Why are you're the one who's responsible for the destruction of the relationship. Your superiors may have told you to go and shoot this and this, but you did the act. So who are you calling a fool? You did it. You're the one who's responsible for it. He's gotten into some major fights, major arguments, major fights, major. And for him, he was like, I have made an effort to rebuild, to move away from all this and to rebuild, but I couldn't, because you have the King of Coins, because the financial responsibility, the ability to be able to make a clean sweep and go off and start all over again, because he did think about it. He says, you know what, forget about all this. Let me just cut the cord, go off and start afresh. But that opportunity was not there for him, because financially I think he had some issues as far as his resources were concerned. He genuinely had some issues with his resources. So he's like, shit, I went through all of this for what? Now I see it. So now I see it. Bernie, can you please stop? Now I see it. It's like that moment, realizing that financially he's not in a good spot, almost seemed to convince him that all these ideas he had in his head, that, you know what, that's fine, I'm going to go for it. Then you do have the Page of Cups, and Page of Cups says he did volunteer, actually. He did volunteer to partner with an organization, because they said, you know what, we are going to help you, we are going to give you some funding, we are going to pull you out of this situation that you're in. And they did, to a certain extent. He was able to find some semblance of balance, but then he quickly realized that, these are the only people who understand me, these are the only people who get me, so therefore now my loyalty is towards them. And then you have the Knight of Cups. So the proposal was made by the person in authority to take action and go forth and do this. Not that it was all a random thing. This has been going on in his head for a while, but finally he was convinced of, okay, this is the right action to take, and I'm going to do it. Because heck, I've gone through so much, it's all over and finished, so at least let somebody else kind of benefit from it. So for a brief period of time, he did see the light at the end of the tunnel, but then he also was like, that's how they convince you. He very well knew what it was going to, what the repercussions for his actions, very well knew it. And then you have the Fool card. He's finally free of all the bullshit. That's what I'm getting. That's literally him saying, I'm finally free of all this bullshit. Very disillusioned, y'all. Because in his head, no matter that he has dedicated so many years of his life to this country and to our defense, he feels that he was not treated right because of his faith, his religion, his background. He feels that he was never treated as the same. That's him saying it. It's like, I sacrificed everything and look where I'm at. So, okay, let's see. Oh, he said he was going to unalive his family. Well, I didn't know about that. I think someone in chat had Chris's. Who is Chris though? Susie, Matthew Livesberger. Okay. This is his middle name, Chris. Hey, Denise. Hi. She changed her name. C and D. I love that. How is Caitlin doing? I hope you all are doing good. All right. Anybody has any questions? So what I was saying in terms of, contamination of resources, I am going to say, I'm going to stick to that, because that is being very, and I have the Sun card here, that's a yes for it. Very, very, very prominent. It's like, oh, that's okay, it don't matter. Oh, I was like, is Matthew, is Chris his middle name? Then, for a second, but. Okay, any other questions? Anybody? We have a very small group today, and I'm sure a lot of them got pissed off with me for being late and left, and I don't blame them, because today it was clearly my mistake. And I swear to God, I think I set the time for 6:30. I don't know how. I'm probably losing my mind, y'all. That's what it is. Okay. Now let's go look at some other things. Another thing I found out is on my YouTube channel, a lot of my videos, y'all, I shouldn't say a lot, some of my videos and some of my live streams were restricted, and I never restrict them. And I'm like, how the hell did the settings change to restricted? And also the monetization was off. I'm like, how the hell? There are some videos where I purposefully turn off the monetization because I don't want to be monetized by, certain cases that I do. But I was like, what the hell's going on here? So I went and fixed all of that. I don't know, whatever. All right. Let's see. Okay. M. Gill says, hi, is it possible to look at the organizations that wanted this issue On the other live, you said there would be water supply issues. I wondered if it could be man-made. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Vicky has a good one about Vicky. Where's Vicky? Let me go back and see. Vicky. Do you see anything in the near future hitting New York? Okay. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Why though? Why, people? Why? Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Oh my God. Just talking about New York, my energy is also picked up. It's like, oh my God. Let me look at my chart. Saturn and Jupiter, right? Let me see. Saturn and Jupiter, where are you? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Oh my goodness. I don't like what I'm seeing. Oh, I don't like what I'm seeing. Oh my goodness, what the hell? Okay, hang on. Let's... Oh, hello. All right, we will take these. We will take these. This way. Yes, we will see some sort of a strife. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly my observations and opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. Give me a second. Yes. Look, y'all. Two types of places. One is a place where there is a lot of business transactions that occur that affect the globe in its entirety. Okay? The stock market, the this, the that, like that kind of a location, business type of a situation. The other thing is a place of travel, that is the hub for travel, and also in terms of a place where there is knowledge is sought, be it like a university, be it like a big library, be it like a museum. Okay? And the other one I see here is where like a park-like setting, but where sports is also played at. Okay? I don't know whether it is a sport where do they have like a tennis stadium or something in? I mean, I'm sure they have tennis stadium where some major tournaments are played. But this other place I said, it's almost going to be in disguise. So somebody masking themselves, who actually has access to the whole location inside. I'm not talking about the tennis place, but the other one, where people have access inside, and almost like, hey, I can take my dog for a walk in the park, and I got my little doggy with me, and look, and it's all fake. It's all fake. I would not be surprised if something really like that does happen in the state of New York. Oh my God, this dang dog is popping up again. So is it, oh shit, hang on y'all. Oh my word. Work is in progress. Oh my goodness. I personally, if there's a need for me to go to New York, I would stay away from the zoos. I would stay away from the museums. I have no need. I'm just going to stay away from those places. Nine of Cups. Look, y'all, I am going to say, if there is a church over there also, see, then you'll be going, well, Kirtana, you're covered almost everything in New York. Well, this is what I'm saying, a place where people gather. Plain and simple, a place where people gather. Could also be one of the older churches. And the zoo. I'm not going to read any further into this, but I will just say it doesn't hurt for those in New York to be a little bit careful about their whereabouts, where they are going, what they are doing. More damage is going to be done out in the open than in the past, where they've said, oh, it's like the subway systems and all. This is going to be away from that. I would be very cautious. Not fear-mongering. Take it for what it is. If you don't believe it, that's fine. If you do, great. I hope I'm wrong. I sincerely hope I'm wrong, but this is what I'm being shown. If you didn't pay attention and didn't catch on to what I said really fast, you'll miss it, so leave it at that. So, Flushing Meadows, there you go, girl. Oh my freaking God. I was like, oh my God. Because I'm like, it's not baseball, it's not football. I literally got this thing, y'all. This one. Flushing Meadows, there we go. Major sport. Okay, I'll be very careful. Somebody else had some questions. St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's one of the old churches. Okay, let me see. Have identified the victim now. She didn't move because she had a condition and couldn't move easily. So, okay. Okay, let's. Oh, the lady who died in the thing. Okay, and M. Gill says, is it possible to look at the organization that wanted this to happen? Yeah, sure. I did a whole reading about that way back when. Go and watch my video that I did for the Israel Gaza situation and Netanyahu and the people's names I mentioned because I had their date of births and I did an astrology and subsequently which one of those people died, like literally. So go watch it. I will say it myself. I told you so. So organization that's responsible. God, the resources they have, y'all, is not a joke. It's religion based. The resources they have is something unbelievable. See, all these terrorist organizations and all, where do you think they're getting their funding from? Think about that for a second. Who is funding them? Who is funding them? And why are they funding them? It's literally the Crusades type of a situation. People are funding them, their own people. As I say that, this one card flips out right off the bat, the 4 of coins. People are funding them. Individuals, organizations are funding them. Absolutely. Y'all, this is no jokes. You can't make up this stuff. They are going strong. Nothing's going to happen to them. Those organizations, they're going to be fine. But there is going to be, hang on, one more card. There is going to be a among the hierarchy, among the between the powers that be of that organization, it's almost like somebody is going to branch off and go a separate way. So there's going to be a new offshoot that's going to follow pretty soon. Because here's the freaking really scary part. There is a certain faction within that organization that's saying we are not doing enough damage soon enough. Y'all are too slow. It's almost like the young bull versus the old bull. So that faction is going to branch off, and that's going to be crazy. That is not going to be good because, see, partnerships. They are going to be partnering. Oh my God, y'all. They are going to be forming partnerships. Oh, this is not good. So the faction that's going to branch off because they're saying you old goats, you are too slow. We should have already had done this and this and this 10 years ago, 20 years ago. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? This young group is going to branch off and is going to form associations with another offshoot. And that's the part that is really freaking scary because they are not just these men who are conservative or sitting there behind their whatever religion, praying 5 times, 10 times a day and stuff. These are the young ones. These are the ones who are college educated. These are the ones who have the technical knowledge. These are the ones who are software experts. These are the ones who know about the financial district. How all that works, the stock market works, how certain industries work. These are the smart ones. I'm not saying the other guys are not smart. That's not what I'm saying. But these are the ones who have not just the passion for what they believe in, which is whatever their religion is, whatever, but also the brains and the academic and the intellectual and technical and practical knowledge. They're so much more advanced, so they can do a lot more with a lot less. That's the freaking scary part. Oh my God, see, I gotta fix it, y'all. I don't know, I'm sick and tired of it, but anyway, I'm just looking at my screen. All of a sudden, y'all, the past 3-4 months, I noticed I've had this discoloration here. It almost looks like I got a freaking beard and mustache going on. And come to find out it's hormonal stuff. I'm like, oh, great. Let's get hit with that also. Isn't it enough? I got to deal with this computer technical issues, and I have to deal with this. Oh my God. First world worries. Okay. So somebody else had another question. Okay. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay. Okay. Oh, Vicky, you're welcome. And who sells them the weapons? Yeah, let's talk about that. Uh, who the hell sells them the weapons, right? See, think about it logistically speaking, right? Moving weapons, moving all that of stuff takes a lot more. Logistically, it takes a lot more. So, what's the next best way to go about doing biological warfare, technological warfare, medical, that sort of stuff. And that's the thing. This new crop, they are really smart. They're really intelligent in terms of uh, how they will be. Uh, how well they will be prepared to carry out their acts of terror, and it's far-reaching, and so as I'm saying this, I'm like, what is the need for? Okay, I can understand the animosity towards the United States, but I'm also seeing that a trend of these things happening on the far east. Um, like Japan and Philippines and Thailand and those kind of places, and I'm trying to figure out why they would be doing that. So I wonder if it's because, hey, you're not supporting us, so therefore we're going to do this. Something going on over there. I'm seeing it, and it's I'm unable to grasp it. What is it? What is it? What is it? This is not the time for it. When it comes, okay. So, why the police officer chose to do nothing when the person was on fire in the subway? I'm not going to look at that. It's not thing. So I'm just not. Yeah, absolutely. I do see chemical warfare, that sort of stuff happen. See, our contamination of water and food resources. Oh, that's Robino. That's a very. How do you know it hasn't already been attacked and the government has hushed it up? It could have been a blink, or maybe it was attacked and they caught it just in time. Finally, they woke up and they got to work and they caught it at the right time and they stopped it. And we fools, people, the public, we are so, the government will take care of us. We didn't even know about it. Bull. Who's to say stuff like that didn't happen? What did I eat for lunch? I made, I don't know why I'm thinking about lunch. I don't know, maybe I'm hungry. It's too late to eat though. Alright, let's see. Any other, any other questions, anybody? Wow, these are some cards, I'd say. What? Focus balance, okay. I see that. Wow. All right. Will any military action arise as a result of these? I think it's in September. Agents of chaos, yes. Share stadium where the baseball games are played. Okay, I already answered that question, so I'm not going to go back and rehash it. Will any military action arise as a result? Absolutely. Why? I've already covered that in the last reading or live I did. I've already done that, so I'm not going to go down that route. But I do have a question in terms of, have they decided who our defense secretary is going to be? Defense secretary, have they decided that? Oh wow. Almost waiting, give and take. We will have a couple of strikes type of a situation that happen in terms of where it's going to happen. I mean, in terms of is it just a show of strength or actual strikes? I do believe it will be, but also it's like over the waters. I see it happen more than on the land. Is Pete Hexpeth the defense secretary? Really? I thought, hang on, I'm missing something. Cynthia says, what does Cynthia say? Okay, so you cannot stop. Okay, Pete Heck. Wow, I don't have much. Yeah. Yeah. Why? No. This guy, man, he is like, let's go. He is balls to the walls. Let's go. The defense secretary, let's go. We got the power, we got everything, and we are ready. We are ready for war. Bring it on. That's the kind of statements he's going to be make. America is prepared. We've been prepared forever, and nothing can whatever. We are ready to fight, and let's go, and let's take action. Man, why? See, that's the kind of bullshit kind of conversations that okay, I'll leave it at that. I'm just over it now. I'm so over it now. But let's talk about something else, y'all. Let's talk about something else. Musk is like on his own agenda. He's going to come out of this smelling fine, just fine. Hi, Merritt. I haven't seen you in a long time. They will devour each other. Will Pete be confirmed? I think I already answered that question, right? If I find it very difficult to see him be confirmed, but if at all, it's going to be like really like almost like down to one vote. If at all he wins, it's going to be very close, very tough, and it's because somebody they called in some favor. That's how. Okay, let's leave this. Let me ask y'all. Going around making statements like that, it's going to piss off. Okay, any government. First and foremost, these people in power, they all have egos. So you go around, mouthing off and trying to, you know, be all chesty and all that. Somebody's going to be like, wait, what? Okay, we'll see. We're really going to call your bluff, and we'll see. And where does that leave us? Hang on one second here. So Hawaii, Papua New Guinea, or the Polynesian Islands. I don't know why these three places are so. I don't know what's happening, what's going to happen there. I was very clearly shown. It's like 1, 2, 3, but it's this one. It starts at P. Do we have any of the smaller islands? I gotta look it up. Give me 1 second, y'all. I have to look it up. I have to get a visual. Google Maps. Google Maps. I want to see the Hawaiian Islands, right? So let me see. Hawaiian Islands. Okay, take me there, Google. I'm trying to. Hawaii. Okay, I don't need that. I need this. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Is there an island over there that starts with P? Or is it Papua New Guinea? It's at Princeville. I see one here that says Princeville. No, but okay, I don't know what it is. It'll come. Papua New Guinea, I know, is an island country. But excuse me. Could be a tsunami for all you know. But something over there. Okay. Hello, it's me. How are you? Well, that's all I got for you guys. For some reason, there is a real push to do a okay. I'm going to stop this. PACCOM military command in how? Oh shit. PACCOM. Oh wow. So well, let's wait and see what's going to pop up over there. Oh my goodness, y'all, that's a bit scary. Thanks for posting that, Debbie. That's a bit scary. Well, Pearl Harbor, Pearl Harbor, right? It's in Hawaii. Oh my goodness, jeez. I don't know, y'all. Let's wait and see. Give me some time. Like I said, it was like it's still in the dark. I can't grasp it. I don't know how else to explain how information downloads. So let's see. Maybe for all you know, I might end up doing a video tomorrow, first thing in the morning for that. So. Oh my God. Who the hell is this, man? This chick's popped up twice already. Who are you? Who are you? Hang on, y'all. I want to look up this person's name and I will confirm if it is. Let me see what her middle name is, because what is her middle name? What is your full name, girlfriend? No, it's not her. Okay. So then, what is this other one? Oh my God, what is her friggin' name? Okay. I forget what her name is. So, it's not her either. Okay, I give up. This is some information that I'm not going to be sharing at the moment. It'll pop up when it pops up, but right now we'll just leave it alone. Oh, the official name is Pacific Command. No. About to raise a vibration, terrifying thought. You know, it's very unfortunate, but this is the time we live in. I mean, so did any of you, how many of you all believe that all these years, these decades of America being, look, don't get me wrong, I am loyal to this country, obviously, I swear allegiance here, but, and it happens worldwide, it has happened in other countries, so that's that too. All these decades of us sticking our poking the bear in other countries, poking bears in other countries, and sticking our nose in business that really we had no business being there, and doing all that stuff. You think at some point in time all that shit's going to start, that dung beetle has been rolling and it's finally going to hit us? At some point in time it will. So Debbie says public command is the main headquarters over all military in the Pacific side of the world, over all branches. That is something, and I don't know why I kept saying P as in Peter. So what do I say? Hawaii, I said Papua New Guinea, and what was the other thing I said? Anyway. Vexing Vixen. Thank you. Whoops. Flying missiles over here. I'm actually going to pull Oh. Yeah. Isn't that chick Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii? I feel like her position is going to be changed too, but y'all, I am going to wait and see for the next couple of days what really does come out with regards to any drama going on. And it is the Pacific Ocean, isn't it? Is it the Pacific or the Atlantic? It's the Pacific, right? Wait, Google Maps, y'all. Google Maps, where the heck is Hawaii, in which ocean? Because it is the Pacific, right? Google Maps, dang it, where? Freaking Google Maps. Google Maps. Okay, so let's go zoom out over here. Yeah, it is the Pacific. Oh my goodness. It is the Pacific Ocean. Hawaii is in the Pacific Ocean. Wait. Oh, and I said Polynesia. Correct. Pipette in French Polynesia. Tulsi is Hawaiian. Hawaii is beautiful. It's beautiful. It seriously is. So anyway, let's do something here. Oh, y'all, I think we have to be a little bit careful. And okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop because I have some confirmation here. For in the next couple of days, I do believe we are going to hear something that's going to happen as far as one of those places that I mentioned with P, starting with P as in Peter. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to pull any more cards. No, not doing it. Not going there. I'm done. Okay. So again, I apologize for being late, and today, what a wonderful way to start. No, this is not my first video for the New Year's, right? Because I posted two. So, oh my God. Oh my God. What are the freaking odds? And how often have I ever started a video or a live at 6 o'clock, y'all? I swear, I know I set it for 6:30. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, he's going to be quiet for a little bit. So I'm just going to say thank you, everybody. I'll stop this, y'all, because the energy has changed here. So I'm just going to put a stop to it for the moment. Within the next couple of days, I will most definitely be doing another video. So don't worry about that for sure. I just need to do a little bit more, what's the word? Focus a little bit more. Maybe do a little bit of meditation and see what comes through. Having said that, I have not sent out the invitations for Zoom links. So I'm going to do that. What's tomorrow's Friday? Yeah, I'll try and do it tomorrow. So remember Saturday, did I say 12 or 12:30? There will be a Zoom by invite only for my subscribers, and you have to be subscribed for at least, I think I said 3 months or 6 months. 3 months, I think I said. And then on Saturday evening, 6:30 Central Standard Time, I will be awake. I will set my alarm. I will not be late. If we can get it done one way or the other, even if I have to use my cell phone camera to do the live, I will do it. Okay, I'm just going to. It's going to be like a giveaway type of thing, and that's going to be for my subscribers who have subscribed for at least 6 months. And they're the only ones who are going to be able to participate in the chat and this and that and all that stuff. So it's just my way of saying thank you. Appreciate you all for being with me. I think this is now 3 years running or 4 years. I forgot when I started it. Did I start in 2020 or 2021? So anyhow, I don't even remember when I started this channel. So be there. We'll do a fun thing, giveaway type of thing. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any readings, but I might do the giveaways, and then if we have time, I might kind of do a spot, ask a question type of thing or something like that. Depends on the time and also where my energy is at. So thank you, everybody. Really appreciate you all. I again sincerely apologize for being late. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. Shit. it wasn't just technical issues. This time it was 100% like me. I goofed up. So take care, everybody. C says she started watching with Gabby Petito. Yeah. Take care, everybody, and stay tuned for other videos. And every month, so this is one thing I've committed to. Every month I'm going to do a reading for all the signs. They're not going to be detailed, in-depth kind of a thing, because honestly, I think about, some people may want those in-depth readings, but for me as a consumer, if I was somebody who was watching somebody's YouTube channel, tarot readings, I'd be like, just give me the gist of it, okay? I don't have time to sit here all day long and listen to all of that. I just want to go there. I'm just curious, give me the gist of it. That's how I think. So that's why I'm keeping them short. And also, if anybody, those are general energies. If anybody is interested for a full-on personal reading, go to my website. All the information is there, and you can book a reading. So thank you very much. Take care, and I will catch you in the next live. Good night, everybody. Have a safe New Year's. Take care. Oh, you're welcome, everybody. So let me call out your names. Delvin, it's me. C, Vicky, Mason, Susie Q, Debbie, then Elena, Robin O, Meret Sager, Prairie, then I'm sure Debbie, I did mention her name. Vexing Vixen, maybe a whole bunch of people must have left. Cynthia Caldwell. Thank you all. If I missed any names, it's just my bad. Don't be offended. Denise, CNDPL or PI, Denise, Rachel Carter, then, so like I said, if I skipped mentioning Karen, if I've skipped mentioning anybody's name, Nancy Olson, please don't be offended. So, Peanut Shell, say Carla Bergeron, Peanut Shell, Donna, the Two Angels, some of the usernames, Ritika, Shyam, Chari, again new, thank you for being here. All right, y'all, take care, and we'll see you in the next reading. Good night, everybody.